Hey guys, Sky 2 Quaddy out here. I know it's been a long time since I did a video, but anyway, I'm out here with a couple buddies and just waiting for them to come back. So I went to do a long-range test with the Mavic Air 2 compared to my Mavic Air 1. They're out there coming back. They have binoculars, but I doubt they're going to be able to see this drone. They're supposed to have decent spotters out there to be able to see it, but like I said, I doubt they're going to be able to see it. But anyway, might as well try, right? So went ahead and did the flight, and I will attach my findings and hope you guys enjoy it. I tried to do a video 4K with the Mavic Air 2. It came out like crap, and the reason is because I used a lower speed card, so everything was really jittery when I tried to fly it, so the video will not look good. So, but I did record the screen of both flights. I'll put them together. It might be longer than normal, but the end result is, spoiler alert, this Mavic Air 2 is a freaking beast in comparison to the Mavic Air 1 as far as range is concerned. And why you should be concerned about that is if you are surveying or doing stuff in a high congested Wi-Fi area, this Mavic Air 2 is going to be a lot better as far as not losing the signal. So yeah, anyway, I will attach the videos. Hope you guys enjoy. Sorry I've not posted lately, and I'm probably not going to post again for a long time. I've got a lot of stuff on my plate as far as work and life. So that's all I got for now. Sky 2 Quaddy signing out. Okay guys, Sky 2 Quaddy here. Today I have with you my Mavic Air 1 and the Mavic Air 2. This is a long distance, long range test. I saw a lot of YouTubers doing their version of it and coming up kind of short. They're kind of disappointed with what the Mavic Air 2 was doing and compared to 1 or even the other ones. But anyway, I think there was a problem with how a lot of them were using the antenna. They were not putting the antenna, because this is the top of it, facing it towards the direction of the drone. I faced it towards the direction of the drone, and I also used some little boosters for my Mavic Air. First of all, really disappointed in my Mavic Air 1 as far as range is concerned, not camera, not all the functionality of it. It's great, but I didn't even get a mile. And same variables. We started here at this park and went straight out. And I raised everything over just about 300 feet to get over Wi-Fi bubbles and face the parabolic antenna in the same direction. And I also faced the antennas from the controller of the Mavic 2 in the same direction. And my findings were that the Mavic Air 2 is at least 3 times the distance, probably 4 times the distance of the Mavic Air 1. The problem with the Mavic Air 1 is the Wi-Fi. And so this OcuSync 2 works great. I think that, yeah, guys, if you know how to point your antennas, you'll be impressed with the range. Now, as far as going that far, I don't recommend it. You know, if you have a safe spot that you can fly. I did not fly over wires, not wires, but over people or areas that I felt that it would come down and hurt somebody. And yeah, so you might want to think about that when you're doing long-range tests as well. But yep, I got 3 miles, I believe, close to 3 miles, and could have done more. Could have easily done more with the same variables with the Mavic Air 2. So anyway, go ahead and check out the videos. And that's all I got for now. Sky 2 Quaddy, sign out. Okay, we're gonna push forward and see how far we can get. I wish I'd have changed the got to be a way for me to change the units here. Unit of measurements, I want imperial. Okay, there we go. So let's get up to 300 feet, get above Wi-Fi, and head out. My goal is just to get 2 miles, so that's 11,000 feet. We will see if we can. 84%, so I may have to bring it back at 60 and see just where we can get. That battery went down pretty quick, 20%, so I saw people getting range tests of only 5,000 feet. It's not that great. And I am using a $10 booster mod on it, so there's that. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get that far just because I'm looking at the battery showing it's at 78%. So this flight could possibly be restricted to the actual battery itself. And I'm also flying against the wind. Distance may exceed line of sight. Fly with caution. Yeah, I know. That is true. Strong interference signaling. Okay. Weak signal. I got to bring you up. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get to it today. It's 72 and only 3,000 feet. Order speed reached at 70. Gotta remember where my return to home is. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm thinking the reason that we're not gonna get it today is because I don't have the battery. I'm already at 68%, 67. And we are flying against the wind. You can see it's only going 15 miles an hour. So in other videos, I saw it crapping out at adjust antenna. Strong interference, weak signal. It may just turn around on its own.
Maximum flight altitude reached.
We will go to about 55 and bring it back. Zero miles an hour. Okay. Yep, return home.
Go home. Take off. The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Make sure that I am in the right units. Yep. And take a right. Gonna do the same thing, get above 300 feet. Manned aircraft, it says. I like those warnings, that's awesome. I was only able to fly 10 miles an hour in towards the wind with the other craft. Looks like we're, wow, double the speed here. I'm gonna take it in the same area away from people. And aircraft, I'm flying at 300 feet. So should be decent. Since they're flying thousands of feet higher than I am. Had a lot of interference with the Mavic Air 1, not even a mile. And this flight is literally minutes apart. But there is a lot of wind, I'll tell you what. You can see the drone is drifting. So we'll see if OcuSync 2 is much better than Wi-Fi. We're at 92%, 2,500 feet. Transmission's looking good at 16 satellites. Warning zone, getting near airport. So need to watch that. But I'm gonna stay in the middle of this section. Trying to stay away from Wi-Fi, still going 19 miles an hour, 90%. Antenna's in the direction of the drone. And the wind is pretty heavy up there right now. It's 10 miles down here, so a lot more up there, and still going 20 miles an hour. So big difference. Not just the weight. The weight's only about 5 ounces, 5 to 6 ounces more than the Mavic Air 1. But the prop size and the disc area of the props are just nearly 2 to 3 times the original. So that's giving it more strength and horsepower in the wind. And the transmission looks good. Manned aircraft detected. A lot of safety features of this drone. I also like the auxiliary lights that they use too. They have. You can fly literally. You can fly low areas pitch black, and there's enough light on the bottom of the drone to keep you flying, or to navigate. Excuse me. At 82. At 80%. Just keeping the sticks forward, trying to stay away from Wi-Fi. So I'm right at 300. And yep, you can totally see it's drifting, so that must be a lot of wind up there. Manned aircraft. Okay, keeping it pointed in that same direction. Keeping the antennas pointed in the same direction.
Manned aircraft approaching. Fly at a safe altitude.
Aircraft approaching. That's pretty
Manned
awesome.
aircraft approaching. Fly at a safe altitude.
Totally getting drifted, but it's okay. I'm just going to keep the sticks forward, just because there's not a lot of
Manned aircraft approaching. Fly at a safe altitude.
So far I'm pretty impressed. So one of those guys got 9,000 feet in the city, and then he had to turn around, but I think it was Billy Kyle or something like that. I don't know. I'll bring it back. How about that? Still going 21 miles an hour. That's pretty fast compared to the Mavic Air 1. Just a huge reason why you need to upgrade, or you should consider upgrading, or keep them both, depending on what your needs are. Okay, let me get away from those towers, those lines. Saw that down there. That could be interference problem, so. %. Saying weak signal now at 12,000 feet. We're over 2 miles now. I might just bring it up just a little bit. Have to really keep an eye on my battery percentage. We're coming back at 60% regardless. And we should have the wind in our favor on the way back. I'm just gonna go to 15,000. If it does that, then yeah. Like I said, guys, pointing the antennas in the right direction kind of helps. Bring it up just a little higher. And I'm not even really pressing the capabilities of this drone, because I think we're approaching 3 miles. I just take the 16,000 out of 3 miles safely.
Maximum flight altitude reached.
And I'm gonna call it at 16,000.
Go home.
I said 16,000, that's 3 miles. We were going up at 29 miles an hour. And I'm going to switch my screen, if I can here, and go to sport. So I think I achieved what I wanted to out here. Still at 56%, same weak signal, but we're already at, look at that speed going back with the wind, 40 miles an hour. So that's a humongous difference between the Mavic Air and the Mavic Air 2 so far. Remote control lost, weak signal. Just gonna keep pressing. Okay, excuse me. We're at 50% and 8,000 feet, a mile and a half, 5,280 feet is a mile. So I'm not sure, I might have did my calculations wrong and just barely beat under 3 miles, but totally could have done it. I will break my calculator out after this. But would rather get it home. Coming in at 40 miles an hour. And just under 50%, so I think we're going to be good. Let's take a little look at the scenery on the way back. And we have plenty of battery left to get back. Probably could have done 4, but I'm not going to test it on the first flight like this, or second flight. And the video feed is going to be crappy. Not the video feed, it's coming very clear, but the actual, I'm just going to go back into normal mode, let it do its thing. 40%, and I can see where I'm coming back here is plenty fine.
Go home.
There we go. So, yeah, final thoughts as this Mavic Air 2 is approaching home. Reviewers out there, a lot of them don't use FPV goggles and fly FPV to know that these type of antennas that come with it are directional, where you have to actually point them directly at the drone where it's flying to get a stronger beam, a stronger connection, which is why I easily got 3 miles and could have easily gotten more. You have to face these antennas in the right direction. When we're flying with FPV racing drones, you have to use a patch goggle and an omnidirectional, just so that you can get the best of both worlds. But yeah, majorly impressed with this one. And in high winds, yeah. All right, what I had to say about that, if you guys have Mavic Airs and you're debating if you want to keep them both, yeah, keep them both. The Mavic Air 1 is very small, portable, and you can carry it anywhere in your pocket. But the Mavic Air 2, this is a beast. It's a freaking beast. So for myself, for land surveying and covering up large areas of land to survey, this just makes sense. I'm just waiting for Pix4D to bring the actual software into play here. So yeah, that was pretty amazing. And unlike my Mavic Air 1, I would hear it about this time, about this point, but the blades are so quiet in comparison.
Landing.
Here we go. Let's see how close it comes to a clean landing. I'm just gonna let it come down and see if it comes down at the same spot or close to it. If not, then I'll just stop it. I should have put an X on the ground, huh? God. You gotta be kidding me. It is landing so close to the original spot. It landed exactly on the original spot I took off. That's insane.